Do you like love? Are you a night owl? Then Late Night Love is a place for you. Since life is negative enough, here we discuss everything love. What we love, who we love, and why we love. So join. And thank you, all of my lovelies out there, for joining us on another excursion down the stream of consciousness towards the river of love in the ship that we call Late Night Love.
That was lovely, honey.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
My Christmas wish became...
Welcome to our Christmas.
My Christmas wish came true. I did one without butchering it. So there we go.
There you go. Your Christmas wish came. Christmas miracle.
It's the Christmas miracle. All right. It's going to be a long year. That's our Christmas miracle. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And it's not really a special. It's our official Christmas show, unless we happen to do one on Christmas Day, which we should consider.
We should consider doing a short show.
Yeah, or maybe even two short shows, one in the early evening, one later at night. Well, if we're here just by ourselves, there's lots of other people out there just by themselves.
Yeah.
On Christmas. And so maybe it's something we should think about.
Stay tuned, sports fans.
Yeah, we shall see. Check with us. We'll probably do something on Christmas Day, I'm assuming. But
yeah,
what exactly it is,
we don't know yet.
We don't know. We'll kick it around and we'll come up with something. So thank you for joining us. Also, to let you know, you can always, if you would like to help us on our journey, you can go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/late-night-love, and join us on from $3 to $20. We've got 4 levels, and you can pick which level you'd want. We'd love to have you join our community. Okay. And so, what is your Christmas wish this year, me love? Do you have one this year?
No, I'm just looking forward to a very mellow day with you. Usually we go over to your mom's house and it's a big kerfluffle and lots of family, lots of wrapping paper, good food, great company. I'm going to miss it this year, but this year we're going to do something different. We're going to be here by ourselves, and we're just going to maybe watch some football. I'm going to watch a Christmas movie. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I haven't decided what we're doing on Christmas. What I'm doing on Christmas, who knows? Maybe I'll just sit down and not take a day off.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Except for click on Late Night Love, do something unscripted, unscheduled. Won't even do the normal show prep. If we just go on and see if anybody wants to talk about Christmas. Maybe you're feeling alone and you want to have a chat. I think I've got all the technical aspects of the love line worked out. So I think in the beginning of the new year we can start doing the love line again, or start doing the love line. So
yeah.
So I think our decision is how to handle that on the back end of things, not the front end of things. So we'll have to go over that. We'll have to test it out. But so we look for that coming on the new year. We also, to make some small announcements for the new year, we're going to change our daily dose schedule. We're going to go to 5 days a week for the new content. And then the other 2 days, we'll recycle old content based upon something that didn't get the love it needed. A topic we thought we covered better than the response we got, or something that went really well and is timely. Who knows? We won't randomly pick something. One of us will make a judgment call on what's good that day. Yeah. So it won't quite be. It'll be a repeat with meaning, shall we call it?
A repeat with meaning.
Yeah. There'll be some reason we'll repeat that. It's just lighten our production schedule. I've got other stuff coming up, so we have to kind of figure how to balance all of our responsibilities. Like everybody else, we have to balance responsibilities, and so that's one way to rebalance some. And we have enough content in the backfield to have a wide variety of things to choose from. So unlike before, you didn't have anything to replay. You're just replaying stuff from earlier in the week, essentially. But now we have, what, 123 daily doses to pick from. So that's and adding 5 more every week. So that's a good library to go back and choose from.
Yes.
We can go back. And for you guys out there, let us know which ones maybe we should redo, because maybe we're better now, or maybe you don't like the way we answered it, or we could have answered it better. Let us know. We can take positive criticism. We can take criticism.
We'll take criticism.
But with love.
With love, please.
Is what I meant. I didn't necessarily mean
sure.
positive criticism. There is a way to criticize someone positively, and that's what we're trying to do, is be positive these days. There must be a beacon of positivity in your life. Otherwise, you don't have a beacon of positivity. So there's many people that can put love into the world. There's many ripples of love that can be made. I think it's important for everybody to do their part, and we're going to do ours. So you have Christmas questions over there.
I have 50 intimate questions to ask your forever person this Christmas.
Okay, we're not doing 50 Christmas questions, but we'll let you play Miss talk show host over there, cipher through them live.
Okay, we're going to cipher through.
We're going to cipher through, see which ones we want to do.
Okay, let's get started. Who is your favorite person to buy presents for?
Oh man, is that a loaded question or what? I'm just sitting here with.
See, I love buying presents for everybody. I love thinking about the person, what they're gonna like, and I buy it and I think about them opening it. I look forward to them opening it. But I have to say, who I enjoy watching open the presents the most are the grandchildren.
Yeah. Well, it's actually those, for me, if you want to get specific, I like watching children between like 4 and 8 open presents.
Uh-huh.
Because they're not quite old enough to have expectations. They genuinely appreciate and get excited about everything they get, unless it sucks. And and so it's that joy before they become kind of jaded. It's just kind of the pure joy. Now, under 4, they don't even know what they're doing. They're just ripping paper and have stuff. It's a different kind of thing. But there's that period of pure innocence and pure joy that I like to see. It's like listening to a toddler laugh is the best sound on the planet. It just is. Of course, it's usually preceded 10 seconds later by them screaming about something. But, for that, because in toddler world, that's what you do. It's either the best thing ever invented or it's the greatest human tragedy of all time.
There is no in between.
There is no in between when you're a toddler. And we only say that because we have a 2-year-old and he's had a 2-year-old day today. And it's just, hey, he's not my 2-year-old, so it's great to watch. It's great to see you're watching a 2-year-old be a 2-year-old, and it's kind of fun. But, I'm not having to be the parent. So it's even better. But it's fun to see because they've got this incredible joy followed by like the world's worst thing, and it's laughable, but it's also the best thing on the planet. All right, so what you got?
Have you ever got stuck working on Christmas?
Me, all the time.
Did you really?
Yes, I used to, especially when I was younger and raising a young family. You choose to take the work because you needed the money, and Christmas paid extra. I used to be a delivery driver, and you take commercials, oddly enough. Back in the day, they'd film commercials and TV shows or whatnot, and they put them on a plane down in LA, and they'd fly them up on a commercial airliner because it's the only thing, because the regular delivery services didn't work. You couldn't send it UPS overnight. Back in the day, they didn't work on Christmas. And so you'd have to go to the airport first thing in the morning, 5 in the morning or something, pick it up. Then you drive down to like Modesto and Stockton and Merced and Fresno and drop it off at a TV station in each town, and then you come back home. And they'd pay you time plus, a bonus for taking your time off of Christmas.
That's a brutal Christmas.
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But it was nice pay, right?
When you're young and got young kids, and the money's, you can do Christmas the day before or the day after. Christmas isn't necessarily the day; it's about the spirit, and you make do.
Yeah.
Because you're young and you need the $300-$400 of a day pay that you can usually make in 5 days. You make it one, yeah, you're gonna take it.
I've worked retail. I've worked on Christmas Eve, but I've never worked Christmas Day.
Well, and as a janitor, you can choose. Sometimes you can choose whether to work Christmas night or the last night the office was open. Sometimes it's Christmas Eve, sometimes it's not. So you can choose which day to work because no one's going to be there. So you can choose to either work before Christmas or you have to go in Christmas and do the shift on Christmas. But just, sometimes it's technically the night after Christmas. You start at 2 a.m. or something. But so you got to make a choice about what you do. But as the nice thing is you got a choice of which way you wanted to work it. You could choose. Not every job is a 9-to-5 job. Not every job gets Christmas off. Work still has to get done. And so, you appreciate the people who are taking their time to make sure the water turns on, the lights turn on, and your Christmas traditional dinner at Denny's can get cooked because there's a cook cooking. Some people have a tradition of going to the movie theaters. I don't know if that's happening this year anywhere, but there's people who have to work to make sure that can happen. Yeah. So we should be thankful for them.
The grocery stores that are open for those last-minute items.
Not just for the last-minute items. How about the people who don't celebrate Christmas?
Christmas at all, yeah.
There's lots of people who don't celebrate Christmas or who don't celebrate it that day or it's not a big thing in their life. Sure, they celebrate Christmas, but they're not going to, shuffle their life around for it. The world's a diverse place. And, we have to remember that the world's a diverse place and we should be kind. The Christmas spirit isn't just about getting gifts and being close to your family. It's about humanity, the human spirit of love and kindness, and spreading that around. So spread the love and kindness to those people we call non-essential workers these days, because there's nothing non-essential about them. Your bartender, your waiter, your waitress, who are home wondering how they're going to pay their next bills. Don't forget them. Even if they're only in your hearts, remember them in your hearts if you can't do anything else. You never know what that means. The universe is a strange place. It's a strange place. Put good feelings in the world. Good things can happen. Okay, what else we got?
What kind of food did you leave for Santa when you were little? Did you leave out cookies? I left out cookies.
I don't remember. I'd have to ask my mother. I don't remember leaving. I'm assuming we did cookies and milk or something at some point, but I don't actually remember.
I certainly remember.
Yeah. If I was smart, then you put out Dr. Pepper for Santa. That's what you need to do.
Dr. Pepper. When did you find out the truth about Santa?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
I remember my mother told me, because she didn't want me going to school and other kids making fun of me. And that immediately made me skeptical about everything that ever came out of her mouth after that. All of a sudden, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, everything was fake.
Well, see, when I had the discussion with my children, Santa Claus isn't fake. See, that's the part when people say Santa Claus isn't real, Santa Claus is fake. No, it's not. It's just the story of Santa is an amalgamation of what all parents do. If you take all parents and all people who play Santa in some role in their lives and you put them all into a big jolly character, into a caricature right around Santa, they come out looking like Santa. So this big fat happy person who likes to give presents. That's it's not the Santa itself. It's not supposed to be taken literally.
Well, she didn't explain to me like we explained like I explained to the for the grandson this year. He found out this year, and it was when he told me, and he looked at me rather sheepishly. There's no Santa Claus, Mama. Called me Mama, and that's Danish for mother's mother. And I said, "Oh, good. Now you can help us. You can help us with the little kids." So it's like, okay, now you're big. Well, so we tried to put a positive spin on it.
Well, I actually did that. I got to play Santa this week for a group of school kids, small group of school kids. And I actually did that for the school kids. We were talking about Christmas magic.
And my grandson said you did a good job.
And we were talking about Christmas magic. We were talking elves. They got me hung up on this elves on the shelves thing, and they wouldn't really accept the fact that I said those aren't my elves. This is the elves on the shelves are not my elves. That's a different Christmas magic. Yeah, I don't, because when you're doing a Santa Claus for a diverse group of kids, you've got to be generic. And so I said, those are my elves. It's Christmas magic. And we got talking about Christmas. This says, as you grow older, you get to as you become adults, you get to become a different part of the Christmas magic.
Yes.
And the little kids didn't catch what I was talking about, but the older kids, like your grandson, he knew what I meant.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the neat thing about that. You get to kind of talk to two different kids in the same way. It's a trick. It's a big responsibility putting on that Santa outfit. You've got to walk a fine line. You've got to be real enough for those kids who know, but you've got to be Santa. At the same time, for those kids who are excited, this one girl wouldn't shut up. She couldn't
shut up.
She couldn't. She literally couldn't. It wasn't her. It was the cutest thing, but she a million questions. Where's your reindeers? All the stuff. Now they're at home resting. They've got a big week next week, so they've been training, and so now they're resting getting ready for the big day. Some questions are easier to answer than others, but still, she had a million of these questions. It was fine. I'm perfectly happy to talk. The other girl, very polite little girl, raises her hand. Yep.
Well, it's Santa. We mind our P's and Q's. We raise our hand.
This one little boy, you could tell he's a boy who has trouble always behaving himself. And so you've been a good little boy this year. I try. I said, that's all we really require is that you try. Here we go. You can just tell.
Well, I try.
Yeah. I remember those days. It's just, you could just tell. You could look at him, a little kid. But hey, I've raised 4 boys. I can tell those kids they're good kids, but stuff goes wrong because they don't quite think things through because they're kids. You know, I raised 4 boys. I know what that looks like. So it was fun. But so I hope I did a good job for the kids, because you don't want to spoil Santa for nobody. That's, you know, I'm not even that much of a Grinch.
Well, my grandson was impressed.
Well, that's good. That's good. Who'd have thought? Well, 15 years ago, I couldn't leave the house. Now I can go play Santa Claus.
Yes, you can. Okay, here's one for, we don't talk enough about pets on here. Pets are very important. Pets are part of some people's family. Have you ever bought a Christmas present for your pet?
No. Well, I have paid for Christmas presents for a pet, yes, but I have never bought Christmas presents for a pet. If that makes sense. To fathers all over the world, that will make sense. Just saying. No, I've never bought one, but yes, I have paid for them. Yeah. So,
well, they deserve their little special moment. It's Christmas.
They don't know it's Christmas.
Well, they get to enjoy it.
Buy them stuff during the year, and you don't have to buy them stuff for Christmas. They don't get to enjoy it. They don't enjoy it. They don't get to open the presents. Lord.
Have you ever gone caroling?
Have you heard me sing?
You make babies cry.
Yeah.
You told me that when we first got together, and I thought you were exaggerating.
No.
Over the years, I've learned this is true.
I can occasionally sing well. I just have no idea when it's going to happen.
Well, I've gone caroling when I was in Girl Scouts. We would go to some houses. We went to a elderly home, a care facility. We would go caroling, and it was just we had a lovely time. And I think that's a lost tradition, is going caroling, you know, and I hope after COVID is over that we can bring it back.
No, I'm not going to bring it back. I did as a teenager. I think 1 year, maybe 2 years, we did go caroling a couple of times, but I can't sing. So, no.
Have you ever had carolers come to the door?
Not around here.
Uh-huh.
But yes, I have. But not around here, no.
Not around here. It's always such a special treat.
Yeah, no one's walking around this neighborhood singing. Well, if they are, you don't want them knocking on your door.
Do you have a favorite holiday song?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. That puts you in the holiday mood.
It's just funny.
I know. Mine too is Santa Baby. Santa Baby.
I mean, Silent Night kind of puts me in the Christmassy mood.
What?
One of the Silent Night.
Night version.
A good version of Silent Night.
But I know how to sing that in Danish. I had to get up in front of church one time and sing. I had to learn it, and I had to sing it for the Christmas pageant one year. And I had the spotlight on me. It was my moment. I was 9, and I nailed it.
See?
It's one of my favorite holiday memories. I even remember what I was wearing.
I can't remember what I was wearing yesterday. Which is funny.
It was a blue pleated skirt and with a little matching jacket and a white shell.
I'm sure
I was cold.
Cute as a button, though.
with little white tights and little black patent leather shoes.
Well, yeah, you're in Ohio in December. Yeah, you're going to be cold.
I was freaking cold, man. I remember that. I remember standing up there being cold.
Yeah, Ohio in December. Yeah, you're going to be cold. Yeah.
And that was in a packed church, too. And the church was freaking cold.
Yeah, because it's, you know why? Because it's Ohio in December. It's cold back there. I don't ever have to go back there to know that it's cold back there. I've seen weather on the map.
One time I walked to our little equivalent to the corner store. One time I had to go get cigarettes, and I wore glasses at that time, and my breath went up and made ice on my glasses. I had just little bitty holes. It was ice all the way around. Had little bitty holes I could see through to get back. But I made it. It was ridiculous.
Yes, it was ridiculous. But you know what we do when we're teenagers. The things we do when we're teenagers, right?
The things we do as teenagers.
All right, we've got 4 minutes. So you got one more before our mid break.
Do you own an ugly Christmas sweater?
I used to own one. I had one that had the lights on it, but the lights broke, and I don't know what happened to the sweater after that.
Oh no, it's in our Christmas boxes up in the attic somewhere.
But when you move around and the lights on the thing would light up, it was beautifully ugly. It was great, but
I have a kitty one who's wearing a little scarf and glasses with a Santa hat. It's the ugliest Christmas sweater I've ever seen.
Yeah, ugly Christmas sweaters are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the greatest thing. I don't know why ugly Christmas sweaters are great, but they're great.
Well, they're reminiscent of that aunt who would always send you an ugly Christmas sweater every year.
Yeah, I don't know why they're cool, but ugly Christmas sweater. There's something charming about an ugly Christmas sweater.
It is charming,
and about the self-security, I suppose, the self-confidence it takes to go ahead and wear one, because you can't
really care about what other people think.
Yeah, you can't, because you're never going to put it on if you care about what other people think. It's too ugly. Because even it's ugly. Hell, you're wearing it because it's ugly. Not that in a teenager I want to shock my parents kind of way. Just because it's charming because it's so ugly. That's a different thing. And it takes it's not a rebellious, I'm wearing this because I'm a rebel. I'm rebelling this because it's so ugly. It's charming. And anyway, it's a strange thing. All right, so we're going to take a break here for a minute. And pay some bills, so to speak.
Yeah.
And we will be right back. Okay, and we are back. Lobby's over there. We're talking questions for your Christmas questions for your life partner, so to speak. Modified a little bit for our purposes. And we've want to let you know that you can join our community over at patreon.com/late-night-love. You can find us on Facebook at Late Night Love, and you can find us on all the various social media outlets, MeWe, Minds, and where else? I know we're somewhere else. You can find us on Anchor and all the podcasting networks as well. Many of the podcasting networks, including now iHeartRadio, by the way, which is a nice addition.
Yes.
To this distribution network. So what else we got over there now? More Christmas love questions.
Have you ever kissed under the mistletoe?
Maybe. But if I did, it was at a Christmas party back in the days, and I don't remember those too well. So
I have, But I don't know how I feel about this. Someone takes mistletoe and they put it over their head. Do you have to kiss them? What if you don't want to?
No, it's only supposed to be if you're standing under like pre-hung mistletoe. Someone can't just hold mistletoe over your head and say, "You have to kiss me." They can't do that. No, that's not how that works.
Yeah, they did.
That's not how that works.
Well, they did. It was very uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, because they're being dumb. And why did you listen to them?
Because I was very young and gullible.
Apparently. And cats, it's supposed to be, hey, look, there is mistletoe up there.
Well,
it's not, you can't walk around with, I mean, come on, that's a big loophole. I could walk around, hey, look, there's Jennifer Lopez. Look, I got mistletoe.
Works for me.
Well, maybe, but get me put in jail. I'm just saying.
But it was very uncomfortable, and I'm just saying.
Yeah, I would have bet because that's creepy.
But I have hung mistletoe in my home.
Yes, and if someone wants to participate in the game, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah, but you don't walk around mistletoe in your pocket waiting for a victim to come stumbling by. That's violation of the Christmas spirit. I'm just saying. Someone needs to go back in time and get punched in the nose. So there we go.
Would you prefer it to snow on Christmas or to stay sunny?
I hate the snow.
I would just a little bit, just like an inch or so.
Well, I wouldn't mind the snow if it would snow on Christmas and I didn't have to go anywhere. Like, it could snow this year. I ain't going anywhere anyway. But we live in Sacramento. It don't snow here. Maybe once a decade you might get snow that sticks for 20 minutes. Maybe. That's all we get.
It did one year. It was fabulous.
Yes, that one. Yeah, it did that one
year,
that one time.
That one time.
We have more.
I've been here 37 years.
Yeah, that one time.
That one time.
It hails more often. It looks like snow than is actual snow.
It does. It hails more often.
It hails more often than that looks like snow. That'll make it look like it snowed than it actual snow. It doesn't snow here. But no, I hate driving in snow. So
but we could drive up into the mountains. It's about an hour drive.
Well, I could, but I'm not gonna. You know why?
Why?
Because I hate the snow. Well, the snow is actually fine. I don't mind the snow. I hate moving around, driving.
You hate driving in it.
I hate driving or having to walk or having to go somewhere in the snow. If I'm not going anywhere that day and there's 2 feet of snow outside, great. Let's go have a snowball fight, build a snowman, and all that stuff. But it needs to melt before I need to go anywhere. Just saying. I wouldn't do well in a snowy area. It's one thing keeping me in California, probably. All right.
Have you ever had your picture taken with Moth Santa? I would love to see your childhood picture of you with Moth Santa. I bet your mother has one.
Yeah, I probably did, but not that I remember.
That was a big tradition. We used to go every year, and we'd go and look at the department store window displays. It was so magical, the animatronics. And then we'd go watch the living Christmas tree. And my sister even remembers, you'd look under the Christmas tree and there'd be a little mouse family, with the little having dinner, and it was, as a child, it was just so magical.
I know the only Christmas memory of going to like a mall and wanting to go to Santa Claus was looking at this line and saying, "Oh, forget that," and And not the other people saying forget that. Me saying forget that as a kid. No, never mind. It ain't worth it to that long ass line. I'm not going in there. But I'm never one for lines. So even as a kid, anxiety disorder kid is not standing in some big long line to go see Santa Claus. So, but I'm sure I did at some point. You'd have to ask my mother. She's not watching tonight. So,
Well, I'm going to ask your mother. Do you suck at wrapping presents?
yes. I do.
I love wrapping presents. I make a big deal out of it. I pull out all the Christmas presents. I got all my wrapping paper and my scissors and my tape. I'm all well supplied. And I turn on It's a Wonderful Life.
I know 5-year-olds who rap better than I do.
Wrap presents, and I have something special to drink. And I just take a couple hours and just take my time, and I think about the person opening it. Yeah. So I'm pretty good at wrapping presents.
Yeah, I just no.
But I don't like doing ribbon and bows and all of that. I just wrap it up and stick a label on it. Those bows get trashed. My bows always get trashed.
Well, yeah, I've never understood the both things because they just make it harder to open a present, and then they just get thrown away.
But they look festive.
Well,
I have to admit.
Well, yeah, if you're making decorative boxes, then great. Put the bows on it. It looks all great. But if you're making a present for a 5-year-old, forget the dang bow. You ain't going to appreciate the bow anyway. I mean, so if you're going to give a present to grandma, put a bow on it. Make it nice. She's going to appreciate the presentation. If you're giving it to a teenager or a 5-year-old, depending upon the teenager, maybe not. Maybe not. But the 5-year-old, they'll forget it. It's just a barrier to entry into the present. But no, I can't wrap presents for nothing. But probably has something to do with me not liking wrapping presents. It's a chore, so I just want to get done with it. I could learn to do it well, I suppose, if I needed to.
You could learn to do anything well.
Yeah, it's just a process.
It is. It's a process. Do you like getting gifts or feel awkward about it?
I feel awkward these days. I'm appreciative, but I feel awkward because I get so much, for me, personally, I get so much throughout the year from the people I love and care about that them giving me something on Christmas, it feels selfish. Especially in a year like this one where there's nothing to give anybody else, and we're not getting the only people in that position. There's not much to give. The cupboards are bare, and I know the people who I would buy presents for would rather me not go into debt to buy them something for Christmas. So there it is. Yeah, we're hardly the only people this year.
Right.
Or I'm hardly the only person this year who's in that boat. So what do you do?
I always feel a little awkward giving any present. I don't know why. But I take it, in the spirit that it's given.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it gives the other person joy.
Yes.
Then why are you going to interfere in their joy?
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm not that selfish. So you have to understand where it's coming from. And so if it gives that person joy, if they want to give you a gift, then accept it. And accept it with the honor. Even if, like this year, there's going to be lots of people who get gifts who are not going to be able to reciprocate. And you need to understand that they don't care. They didn't give you that gift so they get something back. They gave you that gift because they love you. They know that this is a difficult year and that you have to pay your rent and put food on the table and that, going out and finding the right T-shirt for your sister-in-law isn't on your agenda this year. they'll understand. And if they don't, you probably don't need them much in your life. So, yeah.
It is going to be a hard year for some, but accepting part of the joy of the season is letting others, giving to others, and letting them have their fun that they were looking forward to you opening their present.
Yes.
Let them have it.
Not all gifts come wrapped in presents. Some gifts come wrapped in letting people see your joy.
Yes.
If that's the best gift you can give this year, then give that gift well.
Yes.
It's a tough year. Don't make it any harder than it is.
Have you ever regifted something someone gave you?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I have.
I have too.
But only when I knew the person who I was regifting it to would actually want it. I've never regifted something just to get rid of it.
Well, no.
No. But I have, hey, this, I can't use this, but I know that person would like this. I think I've done it a couple times with books specifically, but yeah. So, I'm not going to read that. So I'll give it to that person who will. Or I don't polish my car, but I know this person does, and they'll appreciate this car polish. So it's just going to go bad and end up getting thrown away and and then thrown into the landfill. So why wouldn't you regift it?
Yes.
No. As long as a thought was genuine behind it, then yeah, you're fine. If you're just giving it away to get rid of it, you're a crass human being. And, it has to be the right gift for the right person. Then it's fine. Yeah, because it's the thought. Again, it goes back to it's the thought that counts. It's hey, this is perfect for them, and it's here. And why go buy something for them that I've already got?
Yes.
Yeah. And then this is just going to get thrown away because I'm never going to use it. Now, I suppose you could, take that thing and go sell it or give it to somebody and then go. But it just, it's fine. It's the spirit. Again, it goes back to the spirit in which it is given, not necessarily where it came from.
Yes. Do you consider yourself a Grinch?
A Grinch?
Yes.
I have my moments.
I have my moments too.
I get to be a Grinch about 2 weeks out, and then for about a week, and then I start to ungrinchify about a week before Christmas. I think if I had to pull out a habit, pull out a pattern, I'm Grinchy about 3 weeks for 2 weeks. From about what? The beginning of December.
Beginning of December.
And right about now,
I start getting into the swing.
I start to ungrinchify. And by Christmas Day, I'm okay. But yeah, I'm kind of Grinchy those for the beginning of December. Yeah, I think so. But I'm kind of Grinchy. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not even sure it's related to Christmas. I think it's more related to my knees ache in the beginning of December, and it takes a while for the Christmas spirit to overpower my achy knees. If I had to actually take a psychological dive into it, because there's no psychological reason for me to feel Grinchy, which is why it never makes any sense. So if it's not psychological, it's probably physical. And it's a response to the pain in the knees. And December is usually when the fluctuations of the weather, which is when my knees hurt worse, which would one thing, sometimes 2 + 2 is 4. But we'll see. That's all I've ever come up with, because nothing else rings true. And I'm not necessarily saying that's true either. It's just nothing else rings true because I don't have any Christmas hang-ups.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
It doesn't make any sense that I'm Grinchy on Christmas. So I just have to think of it. It's a time of year when I tend to be in pain more often than not. And that takes
It takes its toll. It does.
Yeah. So, and then, you know, the Christmas spirit can actually overcome that. That's how powerful that is by the time Christmas rolls around, I'm okay again. I kind of could deal with it. So it's interesting. That's an interesting question.
Have you ever gotten drunk during a Santa crawl? Okay, now my question is,
What the hell is a Santa crawl?
What's a Santa crawl?
I'm not sure what the freaking Santa crawl is. So the answer is no.
No. If anybody out there
they can tell me what the hell a Santa crawl
Santa crawl is. I'm supposing it involves bar hopping.
Or going to malls and seeing Santas or looking at lights, maybe.
I don't know.
And see, you've been 30 years since you've gotten drunk.
31 years without a drink.
31 years.
I'm an alcoholic.
So you're past the Santa crawl thing. You've passed that.
Oh my God, that would be like so annoying.
There's no Santa crawl.
All those drunk people.
There's no
God,
Santa.
I hate that.
Yeah, there was no Santa crawls 30 years ago.
No, you went to the bar and you got drunk.
and no, I was never one for those type of things anyway. So no, but I don't even know what the hell a Santa crawl is. But maybe, as he said, have you ever got drunk? So maybe it's not a bar hopping thing, because maybe getting drunk isn't a routine part of it. Because you wouldn't ask the question if the whole point of going on a Santa crawl was to get drunk. It's like a bar crawl. It's the whole point of going on a bar crawl.
Bar crawl is to get drunk.
So you wouldn't ask the question.
What the heck? So it brings us back to our original question.
What the hell is a Santa?
What is a Santa crawl?
So someone sent us an email at late-night-love.us. Wait, let me change that. Someone sent us the email at love@latenightLove.us, or post on our Facebook page, or send me a tweet at JazzRack on Twitter. And you can tell us what the hell a Santa crawl is, because I've never heard of it. And so I am culturally ignorant on that one. So you guys can help educate us. All right. So what do you got?
Have you ever built a gingerbread house before? Now, I think that's highly overrated. I think gingerbread houses are highly overrated. It's a fun thing. I did one with my grandson, and he adored it. But it's really hard to get the icing and the roof starts slipping.
Well, one, the gingerbread house kits things we buy today aren't the gingerbread houses that tradition's built. The gingerbread houses of tradition were made from grandma's gingerbread and kind of the spare ends and the stuff, and was put together. It's not the same. It's not the same thing. We're not actually doing the same.
Well, no, they've morphed over the years. Now we have kits.
Now we have kits and special icings, and it used to be a whole endeavor. You kind of took the leftovers of the rejected gingerbreads and you kind of manufactured a house out of it as kind of a fun thing to kill time while you're waiting for stuff to do. And now the importance of the gingerbread house now isn't really the gingerbread house itself. It's that you've got an activity that you and your kids take and you stop to do, and it's related to Christmas, and it's you're building a tradition and a Christmas spirit, and you're sharing something. Essentially what it is, be it a gingerbread house or a submarine, for all it matters, it doesn't really matter.
No, it wasn't about the gingerbread house. It was about doing something together, and we had a fine time.
Yeah, you could be making Mickey Mouse
I was
cookies.
a little frustrated, but he did fine.
Yeah, you could be making Mickey Mouse cookies. Oddly enough, I think in future years, you guys making bread together for Christmas, making some Christmas bread might end up being your type thing for you and your grandkids. If I were to take a guess.
Huh.
But we'll see how that evolves. Those things evolve. So I could be wrong. Like I said, it's a guess.
How much was the most expensive present you've ever bought?
I don't know.
Well, mine wasn't a Christmas present. Mine was my sister's birthday present. Her birthday is on the 21st, and I forgot her birthday one year. I don't know how that happened. I'm still just mortified. And it cost me a pair of diamond earrings the next birthday. Get me out of the doghouse. That was bad.
I don't know. I'm sure I bought something relatively expensive, probably a computer or a laptop or something of that nature, but I can remember off the top of my head.
But I'm always amazed at all these car commercials this time of year. Who goes out and buys a car for their spouse on Christmas? That's geez Lou.
It's not actually meant to buy Christmas presents for your spouse. That's just to set the tone of the commercial. There's only a handful of people who actually go out and buy things, but what they're really doing is they're telling you that, hey, now's the time to go buy a car. We got special deals on before the end of the year, and you can write this off on your last year's taxes. And it's just because it's Christmas time, they make the commercials cheery and friendly and about Christmas. They're not actually selling you they're not actually asking you to buy your spouse a Christmas present. That's not what they're actually trying to get you to do. They're trying to get you to buy your car at the end of the year because they need to sell as many cars as they can before the 31st. So it all helps on their year-end reports. But you can't say that on your commercial during Christmas time.
Oh, no.
So you say, go buy your honey a car. A couple people will do that, but other people will say, I'm going to buy a new car anyway, and that's a good deal, so I'm going to go buy a car. That's how that actually works. It's just a way to tell people that you're having a sale and come buy a car. Just to wrapping it up as and putting a bow on it, quite literally.
When was the last time you built a snowman? I think we should go up to the snow and build a snowman.
I think you should talk to your daughter, and you guys can go up to the snow and build a snowman all you want.
No, you and me. We can bring a carrot, and we can find 2 lumps of coal. We can put a scarf on it, and we can leave it there for others to enjoy.
Now I remember why I'm a Grinch in the beginning of December.
Okay, what's your favorite holiday movie? I know what your favorite holiday movie is.
Okay, what's my favorite holiday movie?
Charlie Brown Christmas Special.
Yeah, I like anything peanuts on the holidays. Anything peanuts on the holiday. But I don't really have a holiday movie. Unlike some people, I don't think Christmas movies have body counts.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I understand this is a huge controversy.
Christmas movies don't have body counts.
Well, this one does. Just to shake things up, we're going to throw in Bruce Willis with a submachine gun.
No, you perfectly have. Look, you want to have Die Hard as a Christmas tradition? That's great. I don't have any problems with it. Knock yourselves out. Just not a Christmas movie.
It's filed with the Christmas movies.
Only because you've got a group of zealots who demand that it be filed with the Christmas movie. Yes. Rational human beings don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie because Christmas movies don't have blood spatters and body counts. That's not loving. I'm just saying.
Well, my favorite holiday movie is It's a Wonderful Life, and I've already watched it once. I'm behind in my viewings. Usually I end up watching it like 5 times.
I'm just saying that Christmas movies follow the Christmas spirit, and there's no Christmas spirit in Die Hard. It's a perfectly fine movie to watch during Christmas time because people like watching it during Christmas time. That's great. It's just not a Christmas movie. Y'all are crazy. Okay.
I don't concur. Was Christmas your favorite holiday as a kid? Heck yeah, Christmas and Halloween, birthday. That was the highlight of the year as a kid, and I try to remember that.
Yeah, Christmas and Halloween are probably, as a kid, were probably the only two holidays that actually mattered.
Yes.
My birthday was only a month from, my birthday is a month before Christmas.
6 weeks.
So as a kid, it's close enough. I'm better off than my sister, who was early January. But, so Christmas was really the big thing.
Yes.
Birthdays weren't a big thing. It's not that you didn't get stuff but big presents happened on Christmas.
Yeah, but your birthday is your special day, and everybody has to do what you tell them.
Okay, you live in a strange world. I've been trying to tell you this for a decade now.
It's your day.
No.
It's your birthday. Well, actually, it's your month. You get a birthday month.
No. There's how many billions of people in the world? You can't have everybody. No. There's only 12 months. You can't have 1/12 of the world's population taking a whole month just for themselves.
But you could.
No, you can't.
It would be a better world.
Now that may be true, but the lights probably wouldn't work. So I'm just saying. I don't know, but I'm not a big birthday person though. But so
Does your pet have a stocking? I don't know if Santa acknowledges pets, but I could see how people would put a stocking up and get those extra treats and have fun on Christmas morning with their pet.
Well, people who are that attached to their pets will make a Christmas stocking.
Yes.
Now, would I do it? No, it's a pet. If I want to give them an extra bone on Christmas, I'll give them an extra bone on Christmas, but it's not a Christmas present. It's just a bone on Christmas, so he'll leave everybody else alone. Because, dogs get excited when the kids get excited, and so you're best off giving them something new to go off and chew so you can accomplish your things. It's not a present,
it's a diversion.
Yeah. You know why? Because they're a dog. They don't know what's going on. All they know is their owner people are getting excited, and so they get excited. Yeah. Because they're dogs. That's what they do.
Because it's Christmas.
No, they don't know it's Christmas. You just know that people are excited and stuff is happening. And when stuff is happening and people are excited, they get happy and excited.
That's true. Would you ever celebrate Christmas somewhere warm like Hawaii?
Well, I'm in California, so I can't really answer that question. But
Hawaii and California, it's chilly. It's not Hawaii weather.
No, I'm going to call foul and throw a flag on that one. And even though I've lived in California my entire life, you're from freaking Ohio. You know what cold is. Warm is relative. We have California cold. It is not the same thing as cold.
It
was 60.
Okay.
It was 60 something degrees today.
I'll concede.
It was 62, 63 degrees today. You could have gone out in a tank top, in a t-shirt,
No way.
For that period of time in the day where it was at its peak temperature for about 2 hours today, you could have worn a t-shirt.
Okay.
No, not you, but normal human beings.
Normal.
You could have worn a t-shirt. So I'm just saying, there's cold, and then there's California cold. Well, and then there's Hawaii cold, because Hawaii cold is like warm other places. So Even though it snows on occasion on the top of that hill in Hawaii.
It does. So, last question.
Come on.
Would you ever do a Christmas photograph with me and do it like for a Christmas card? We'd send them out to all our family. Us in our ugly Christmas sweaters.
No.
Oh, come on.
No, you're not gonna. It's like dressing up samesies. It's not gonna happen.
Yes, twinsies.
No, it's not gonna.
It's not matching.
It's close enough. It's theming. That's close enough.
Dang it.
No, the only time we may get away with theming is like a costume party. And I may consider it, but that's it. I'm just saying, that's it. No, I'm not. I love you, but no, I'm only going so far.
Maybe next year.
All right. So we are just about over. So I want to thank everybody for joining us on this Christmas version of Late Night Love. No, we will see you again the day after Christmas, I guess it is. What do you call the day after? Post-Christmas Day?
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day? Why is it called Boxing Day?
Because I don't know about the box thing. I just know that that was the day that the servants would get off to have their Christmas. So you would have to have your meals cold because there was people would lay out a big table of cold foods, and that's what they would eat on that day because the servants were gone.
Because the upper crust didn't know how to feed them goddamn selves, is essentially what you're telling me.
Right.
Well, don't be that way. Feed yourself on the day after Christmas. Even if you have servants, feed yourselves. Go to the microwave. We have those these days. You don't have to eat cold leftovers. You can have warm leftovers. Order Domino's. I don't know. So I've never bothered to see what Boxing Day was. I'm kind of a quasi-historian, but
why do they? I know why, but I don't
Day?
know why it's called boxing. Because you get your meals in a box. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just, maybe it's because technically it's unboxing, and we just call it because unboxing doesn't sound very good. They call it Boxing Day.
Unboxing Day.
Because they're British.
I don't know.
I'll have to look it up. Anyway, hey, maybe we'll have an explanation for that on Boxing Day.
Yes,
That's
what we will do.
That's what we'll do. We'll find out what Boxing Day is for Boxing Day.
So stay tuned.
Now, of course, our Ireland listener probably knows what the heck we're talking about.
Yes, our Ireland viewer.
So if you're our Ireland viewer, if you want to send us an email, tell us what the heck Boxing Day is, so we can relate that in a knowledgeable way. Otherwise, we'll butcher the meaning. But we'll do that anyway. Anyway, thank you for joining us on this trip down our river of love. If you would like to join our community, you can go to patreon.com/late night love and join us at one of our 4 levels. From me and Lubby, we appreciate your listening. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And love everybody.